you got nails. It's called a halo. Well, I don't know if y'all seen it, but they actually shoot screws in your head. I was the first person to have laser surgery. I was struck with him because, don't get me wrong, they wasn't doing laser surgery over here yet. So I was the first person that actually had to sign paper for laser surgery. You know what I mean? And flew him over here. He got over here, right? So, like I said, he walked in my room. He said he couldn't speak no good English, but every day he was like, you flinch. You know what I'm saying? So, with all that being said, no matter where we go, who he is, they know who the true Israelites is. That's right.
That's right. We about to find out right now too.
Hey, but they're right. You gotta keep commandments. If you're Israelite, you gotta keep commandments. That's how you produce to be a Zadik. If you want to be a Zadik, you want to be righteous.
Don't listen to this.
That's what y'all teach.
Hold on. Talk to me.
That's why I tell y'all brothers to
So
build
where you
up.
from?
I'm from Houston, Texas.
What's your nationality?
I'm Mexican.
You Mexican. Okay, all right. So why did you say that's what y'all teach instead of that's what we teach?
Because he told me to be quiet.
No,
so I'm saying, how are you gonna tell me to be quiet when we're teaching the same thing?
Well, one, because
that's why I said
one, because it's our platform, right?
Okay.
So there's order when you're dealing with a platform, right?
So he was out of order.
Well, no, you're not. Do you have on the red shirt that says something?
No, I don't. But...
So then you would be out of order because this is his platform too.
Okay.
Right? So you're a Mexican, right? Why didn't you say you're from the tribe of Israel?
I didn't say what tribe I'm from.
You said I asked you your nationality. What's your nationality, Ak? What's your nationality, Ak? What's your nationality, Ak?
Truly, I'm an Israelite.
So when I asked you, you said a Mexican.
Yeah, because we were under the curses, so we were brought here.
So what I'm trying to understand is
America.
I don't really meet Israelites, and I ask an Israelite what's his nationality.
Where were you born? Where were you born?
I didn't ask you where you was born.
No, that's your nationality. Where you're born is your nationality, not your ethnicity.
No, it's not.
Really?
Okay, maybe I'm wrong on semantics.
Really?
But we're arguing about
Give me the
semantics.
book of Exodus chapter 19 and verse 5.
Okay.
Like,
Because I know the
first
Torah
reader.
better than you ever
You don't
will.
know the Torah better than me.
The book of Exodus, chapter 19.
You don't even have a blue line through your seats.
I don't have a blue line.
Not through them, through it. Put a white line, put a blue line through it.
Brother,
That's what.
First of all, what does it
listen,
say
brother.
Z-seats in the law?
Listen.
It's tassels, numbers.
Where does it say Z-seats in the law?
1536.
Where does it say Z-seats in the law?
1536.
All right,
check it
read
out.
numbers 15. Real quick, hold it. Read numbers 15.
I'm pretty sure that's it.
All right?
This is Numbers 15 and 38. Speak unto the children of Israel and bid them that they make them fringes.
No, Z-seats.
Fringes.
No, Z-seats.
Fringes.
Read on. Read on.
In the borders of their garments
Yeah.
throughout their generations.
Read on.
And that they put upon the fringe of
No. In between.
that they put upon the fringe
No, through it.
On.
Read on.
the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
Of the what?
A ribbon of blue.
It says of the borders. Of the borders. The borders. What's a border?
What is a border?
Yes. Does a border go through or does it go around?
I guess it would go around.
You confounded there. You don't know the law better than me.
You gotta humble
You
yourself,
talking about-
brother.
It's not.
You're not in the law.
All right, you can say that, but guess what I'm gonna do right now? I'm Jesus Christ, and none of y'all gonna do nothing about it.
Said we know it.
Bug out.
Look, I just proved it.
Like I said, I already knew. I already knew. He said he was Mexican. That's all I had to think. I got to meet an Israelite around other Israelites, and he'll still say that Hey, Joe, he said, Salaki, Shema, he said what? He said, this is what y'all teach. You got to pay attention to what people say, man. He showed you already he wasn't with us. Because he said, this is what y'all teach. So he came out here specifically to scoff. Read on.
Job 6 and 20.
Right?
They were confounded.
He was what?
They were confounded.
He was what?
They were confounded.
Read on.
Because they had hope. They came thither and were ashamed.
Hey, you confounded, man. He came up here hoping that he was going to be able to kind of, scoff and I know the law better than you. No, the hell you don't. Give me Romans 3 and 3. I'm going to show you why you don't know the law better than us, man. I'm going to show you why. You don't know the law better than us, man. I studied the law, man. man.
You said 15 and 6.
Numbers 3 and 3. I mean, not Numbers, Romans 3 and 3.
Romans 3.
Right? I'm Jesus Christ.
Don't listen to the word of God.
We ain't gonna do nothing about it. We're gonna let the Lord do it.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 3 and verse 3. Bring it out. For
Start
what?
at once, lock it.
What advantage then have the Jew?
What advantage have the what?
Have the Jew?
You know?
Or what profit is there of circumcision?
Right?
Much every way, chiefly because that them, Salakia, because that unto them were committed the oracles.
Was committed to what?
The oracles.
What?
The
The
oracles.
what?
The oracles.
Was committed the oracles, right? Of what?
Of Yahweh.
So he's not no Israelite, man. The dude wasn't no damn Israelite. Right? So he's not the bloodline of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He said Mexican because he wanted us to accept him. That was a heathen, man. Right? That was a heathen. 9 times out of 10 he was Elam. He was Elam. So he said Mexican because he read the chart. He knows the chart. That's why he said according to y'all's chart, I'm an Israelite. I paid attention from the moment he walked up, man. That's why. See that? Hey, we not.
That's the first thing he did.
Hey,
He said Israelis.
we not like Elam, like I said. So I had our
First thing he said.
Hey, look, we not doing that. We don't do that up here.
Hebrews 5 and 12.
Bring it out.
For when for the time ye ought to be teachers,
Came up here trying to teach something. Read on.
ye have need that one teach you again.
Except we not teaching no heathens, man.
Right?
I just read this to see the fact that hey, you think you know the law, but you don't, man. Read on.
Which be the first principles of the oracles of God.
Dude said that a nation is where you live and not where you derive from, man. Right? I was about to cut the shit out of him. And he kind of gave up when I was about to fire his ass up, man. I ain't gonna lie. I was about to, boy, it was about to get hectic. You know, we was gonna go to Tobit, we was gonna go to Sirach, we was gonna go to Peter, we was gonna go to Exodus, right? It was gonna go down, man. We gonna get nation all through. We gonna get Acts 17 out of one man. With one blood came all nations. Not one land, one blood. Hey, confounded, man. Right? It is what it is. Right? So we out here, and all praise to the Most High, we got one. Lord willing, the brother repent. He a little inebriated, but he understood, man.
Yeah, kind.
Right? He was coherent. He kind of came up. He was a little, it was a little shaky at first. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We kind of
I had to kind of tell Saudi to get up here.
Had to kind of weave a couple of them. We weaved a couple. You know what I'm saying? Counted a little bit. Hey, the brother kind of was staggering, and then he kind of got his head on straight, man. Right? That's why, hey, the scriptures you gotta learn how to. You gotta be surgical with it, man. And when I say that, I don't mean as far as what you know. It's what you choose to bring out at the right time, man, to catch people's attention. Right? You know, Paul says, to the Jews I became a Jew. To the barbarians I became a barbarian, man. And to the Gentiles I was as a
Hey,
Gentile.
y'all listen in real quick.
He
bro.
knew
Y'all-
how to reach
y'all-
certain
y'all-
people with the scriptures.
Y'all come
He
here
didn't
real
just
quick.
come into
Right here,
everybody
right here, right
and
here.
teach us
My
the
brother
same
want to show
way.
y'all something.
Right?
He want to show y'all something. Y'all believe in God, huh? Yeah, he finna show y'all something. Come listen. Come look at the something. That way.
Big group. Big group. How old y'all? 17. Y'all all 17. And y'all are Hispanic, so-called? Right? And you were Hispanic too, or you were so-called black? Huh? You were what? You black. Right? So let me ask y'all a question. Y'all believe in the Bible? So do you find the term Hispanic in the
Hey, y'all
Bible?
push over this way a little bit,
Term
man.
Black as a nationality in the Bible. Y'all find any of those in the Bible? No. Huh? Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Let's find out if that's true.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6.
No.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Right?
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee.
Have what?
Have chosen thee
You know?
to be a special people
Right.
unto himself.
Right?
Above all people.
No, everybody's equal.
Above all people.
No, we're all the same.
Above all people.
You know?
That are upon the
Hey,
face
get him
of
out of here,
earth.
bro.
Above all people.
Yeah.
Get him out of
Tell
here.
him to move around. Yeah. Talk to him cordially. Get him out of here. We don't want him taking the word away.
So, did God create everybody? Oh. You don't believe in the Bible.
Slavery, like how God was misinterpreted and how they taught slavery. They taught slaves how God created slaves below white people. So I don't believe in the Bible necessarily because it's been misinterpreted, also miswritten, also written for other people to follow certain ways of how people think.
Let me ask you a question.
Really God.
Let me ask you a question. Right? So if I have a screwdriver, what is it for? Could I stab somebody and kill them with it? Whose fault is it? Screwdriver fault or the person's fault?
The right. Yeah, the right.
Right. So if I have the Bible,
Can I stab someone and get away with it? I was
just
here.
because I take the Bible and I
What are you gonna do about it?
misteach the Bible,
Go ahead.
Go to hell.
as I
If you don't hit me, you get salvation.
if I misteach, y'all don't pay attention to that. If I misteach, if somebody misuses or misappropriates the Bible to people that don't understand the language that's being read to them, then how is that the Bible?
I was like necessarily say it's the Bible's fault. I'm saying it's people's fault.
Right, so you say, but you say you don't believe in the Bible. Now I don't trust people. So you think about what you're saying.
Not for like
Because have you read the Bible?
not all the way, not fully. But like I really got it.
You gotta think about that.
I don't really have to.
Huh?
I don't really have to read the Bible
Right, but did you read it?
halfway through.
Halfway through. So let me ask you a question. Who repopulated the earth? Nope. That's not what they say. They don't. That's right. One with the ark. Right? Noah. And I asked you that question because you said you read halfway through. The fact that you couldn't remember something that simple means that even if you did read it halfway through, you never was paying attention. So it's hard to judge something without paying attention. Right? You wearing a Calvin Klein shirt, right? What if I told you that was a fake Calvin Klein shirt?
It probably is. I got it from Ron.
Now, it's not fake, but what if I told you that? What would you do to make sure it's real? What's the next step? You would look and see if the tag says Calvin Klein. That's a form of what? Investigation. Right? So before you actually take in something and say it's not real or it's not good, investigate. Right? So I'm not mad at nobody that said they don't believe, but it would be wise of you to investigate it first.
I believe it's right. Like me,
What do you learn about Jesus Christ?
Well, between my brother, because my older brother, like he doesn't believe in it, but at least he knows a lot of stuff that goes on. He tries to teach me like why I should or why I should. He doesn't teach me like he teaches me stories and everything.
So, but how do you learn about Jesus Christ? Where do you find him? Y'all know where you find Jesus Christ? Church. Let me ask y'all a question.
Reaching my lowest.
What does Christ look like? That's right. How does Christ look? How does church teaching Christ look?
Like a white man with blue eyes.
But how do we get the truth?
Through investigating.
Where? Hold on. Who said it? What? There you go.
Right.
Where did, right. Right. You investigated in the Bible. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the lies can be told, but whose fault is it if they fall for it? Right. There you go. Your job is to go hunt and get the understanding, right? And we out here teaching our people the true understanding of the Bible, because more than likely, all of y'all would be the chosen people of the Most High God.
That's right.
The church ain't gonna teach you that. The church gonna teach you everybody equal. Everybody ain't equal. The church not gonna teach you that you got enemies that walk to and fro every single day. And we ain't just talking about the spirits. We talking about physical enemies, right? Physical enemies. And you have to learn these things. First, you gotta learn who you are, right? Right now, let me show you this. Right, go back. We just quoted the Christian scripture. Go to Acts 17:26. Right? What's how well this is quick? Right? Acts 17:26. Jeremiah 17:4.
The book of Acts, chapter 17, and verse 26.
Right?
And have made one blood all nations, Salakia, and have made of one blood all nations of men.
Right. Have made out of one blood all nations of men. So the Lord, out of one blood, which would be Adam's blood from the lineage of Noah, all nations of people. But we read in the book of Deuteronomy, the 7th chapter, that there is a special people above all people on the earth. What's the name of these people that's the special people above all people on the earth? You know? Who said that? That's right, the Israelites. Right? How y'all know that? The Bible, that's right. So the chosen people would be the Israelites. So out of all bloods, the Lord chose Israelites. So, what do we know about the Israelites? Read Jeremiah 17.
Jeremiah 17:4.
Right?
And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage.
And now even Jeremiah and the Israelites shall be discontinued from their heritage. Right? Now, which people on the earth today are discontinued from their heritage? That's right. What about y'all? Are y'all?
I want to say yes.
Let me ask you a question. What language is Spanish? Latin. Where does Latin come from? Nope.
That's right. That's why I was telling you. Wrong.
That is the actual truth. Rome, Spain. Right? Spain is a branch off of the Roman Empire. Right? So, if you speak a language of a people that literally put your people in captivity and made them speak their language, did you not lose your own language? Isn't your own language part of your heritage? See? So who lost their heritage? There you go. All of y'all lost their heritage. The Lord said that this is happening to Jeremiah and a specific group of people. Something else will happen to them, y'all.
And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
To do what?
To serve thine enemies.
To do what?
To serve thine enemies.
To serve. I need brothers to wake up. Every brother out here should be chiming in.
Time.
To serve thine enemies. Right? Where?
In the land which thou knowest not.
Now, what group of people were serving another nation of people in a land that they did not come from? And who were the slaves? Only black people?
African, Mexican, from all over the world.
That's right.
Well, not everybody.
Like,
Hispanic people, so-called Hispanic people, so-called black people, so-called Native American people. Right? These are the oppressed people. These are the people that went into slavery. The so-called Hispanic man, that's why he got the name Cortez. Do you know who Cortez is? He's a man that brought the ship over here from Portugal to conquer your people. Conquistadors. That's what do conquistadors mean? Conquerors. Who are they conquering? And what did they do when they conquered? Put you in slavery. Why do we know English? Because they made us. That's why we got last names like Brown, Jackson, Jones. You know, I got Perez, Cortez, right? Gonzalez, Martinez. Those are Latin last names. You understand? So that's another way you lost your hair. You don't even know what your name was. You don't know the name of the household you came from because you came off of a plantation. You understand? And you served your enemies in the land you don't have because the so-called Hispanic man was shipped to the Philippines and to Spain to serve. Right? And that happened from 1492 to 1592, somewhere around there, right? Read Jeremiah 3:11. Let's see the name of the people that will lose their heritage. Jeremiah 3:11.
Jeremiah.
Let's go to Deuteronomy 28.
3:11.
Right?
And the Lord said unto me, the backsliding Israel.
Who?
The backsliding Israel.
Who are the people that's going to lose their heritage?
The backsliding Israel.
Right?
Have justified herself more than treacherous Judah.
So who are the people that's going to lose their heritage? The backsliding Israel. The Israelites. Right? Now, is that the only scripture we got to prove the Israelites that you know, kind of similar to? No. Go to Deuteronomy 28 and read verse 15.
There's a book of Deuteronomy, chapter 20.
Let Moses speaking to the children of Israel after he brought them out of the land of Egypt. Moses is the one that they say parted the Red Sea. Right? This is him speaking to them after he did such a thing. Right? This is what he told them. Read.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 15.
Right now.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
If you will not listen to the voice of the Lord, read on.
to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses,
All these what?
all these curses,
All these what?
all these curses,
Is a curse a good thing or a bad thing? Bad thing. If you don't keep the Lord's commandments, all these bad things, read on.
shall come up on thee and overtake thee.
Read.
Cursed shall thou be in the city.
Say what?
Cursed shall thou be in the city.
What group of people live in a bad state in every city? What nation of people? Black people and Hispanic people. But the Lord said the Israelites would be cursed in every city. Where else is going to be cursed at?
And cursed shall thou be in the field.
Who was cursed in the field picking cotton? Sugar cane. Right. Avocados. Good to the day.
Sugar cane.
Right? But the Lord is talking to Israelites about this, right? Give me Deuteronomy 28 and verse 32.
Verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given.
Shall be what?
Shall be given.
What's going on at the border?
Shall be given.
Read on.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given to another people. What's happening on the borders right now? Immigration. So in immigration, are they taking children away from their parents?
Yeah.
The Bible said that the Israelites will have their children taken away. What happened to our people in slavery? They took children away from their parents, didn't they? Right? That was in slavery, same thing for y'all. Read on.
Shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them,
Right?
all the day long. And there shall be no might in thine hand.
So you can't go get them back just because you want them back. At the border, they can't go in there and say, hey, I want my baby back. They don't have no power to get them back. Right? Read on that.
The fruit of thy land.
You know what?
The fruit of thy land.
Hey, even though Mexico technically in the Central and South America technically isn't your land, it was your land because you inhabited it first. The fruit of thy land, which was very fruitful and profitable at one time, right? Mexico was beautiful. They still got beautiful places, right? It's a beautiful vacation. But once upon a time, all of Mexico looked like that, right? It wasn't a poor place like it is now. Same with El Salvador, same with Ecuador, same with Puerto Rico,
Brazil.
same with Brazil, same with all of them, man. Right? All of them, right? But what's going to happen now? Read on.
The fruit of thy land,
Right?
in all thy labors,
Right?
shall a nation,
Shall a what?
shall a nation,
Shall a what?
shall a nation,
Read on.
which thou knowest not, eat up.
Right, saw another nation come and eat these things up. Y'all don't pay attention to Satan. Y'all pay attention to the words of the Lord, right? Focus on this. That shit happens all the time, right? This don't happen all the time. Y'all don't get this understanding all the time, right? This is something different, right?
Right.
Y'all grandma? All right, I appreciate y'all stopping, man. Y'all get a flyer. Right? Y'all get a flyer. No problem. No problem. Y'all get a flyer, man. No problem. Appreciate
You're making that Bible tell our
All right, big brother. I mean,